Hello, everybody, and welcome to historic Holman Stadium in Nashua, New Hampshire, scene of this afternoon's high school baseball game between the host Bishop Girton Cardinals and the visiting Bedford Bulldogs. I'm John Collins along with Tom King. Tom, who just paid a quick visit to the field to get the lineups because apparently the Bedford coach likes to make up his mind about who to put on the field late, from what I understand. But we did have the BG starting lineup that includes starting pitcher Aiden Meany, who will face this Bulldogs lineup from the get-go on a pretty nice Monday afternoon. The day started very damp and wet, but cleared up enough, and the field does look fantastic for baseball this afternoon. The sun is trying to peek through the clouds, and we got temperatures probably somewhere in the 60s today. Very pleasant to play ball in at this time of year, and a decent distance from all the pollen that seems to have attacked me in the past few days. Got to get out in open spaces. Maybe good time to go to Las Vegas next time on the pollen season for me. I just can't seem to escape it.
Oh, allergies?
Pollen, yeah. I mowed the lawn a couple days ago, and it just invaded.
I mowed what's left of my lawn last night. There's not much left on my lawn. It's been decimated by grubs and everything else. John, I'll get back with you in a second. I've texted you the Bedford lineup.
Good.
They had the names on the wall. They just didn't have the positions. But I recorded the positions talking to a kid. So I'll get those to you in a second.
All right, very good. I did spot some of the probable starters when they did their infield drill just a few moments ago. It is the green time of year, and it's the green who are hosting today. The Bishop Girton Cardinals in their home green uniforms, and of course the Bedford Bulldogs visiting in black and red. And we welcome our viewers on BCTV today as well from Bedford. Good day to watch some baseball for wherever you are. Thank you for joining us on Nashua ETV. Our cameraman today, Tim O'Neill, and our executive producer, Pete Johnson, is alongside. So Aiden Meany is going to rock and throw and deliver the first pitch of the ball game at exactly 4:01 on a Monday. Hope everybody had a happy Mother's Day yesterday. And it's a strike from Aiden Meany as he faces the leadoff batter, battling the inside fastball. Pretty good velocity there from Meany. Where's the number 13 defensively for BG? Kyle Levine is Aiden's catcher. Puts down the sign for the 0-2 pitch here. Took a lot off, misses high. It was a fairly easy take for Michael Pratt, the senior outfielder who draws leadoff duty today for the Bulldogs. Pratt, good healthy cut at a letter-high fastball, and he fouls it off to the left. So we'll do the 1-2 pitch again to the Bedford leadoff hitter. We'll take a peek at the standings in Division I baseball here in a moment. That changeup misses up and away. Let's see what we got right now for.
You can look at the standings, John.
Oh, you tell me they're not accurate again?
Well, they're not going to mean much.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be an open tournament.
Well, we played 12 games, right?
It's going to be an open tournament, and you're playing.
Oh, that's true.
You're
okay.
Playing out of.
Everybody's in the playoffs, in other words, right?
and you're playing out of your region, so it's all the seedings and everything else. So, won't mean a whole lot. But BG and Bedford. The last time I saw Bedford play baseball was in June of 2019. It was a memorable. I don't know. I think you were here for it. I'm not sure. It was a memorable game.
That part wasn't memorable, but the game was.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what was memorable about that game in a second.
Yeah.
Because it was there's a sharp hit.
It's going to drop fast in there. Didn't get all of it, but it's kind of fortunate for Ryan Giuliano, the junior right-handed hitter batting second. He dumps it into left center field, first and second, and the Bulldogs have something brewing here for their number 3 hitter, Evan Kaplow, junior first baseman. Actually, I think he's playing second base for the Bulldogs today, I believe.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, watching the
Yep.
infield. So
Good eye, good eyes. I texted you the positions just now.
So Aiden Meany in a bit of trouble early. That leadoff walk never helps. Those always seem to come around and score with nobody out. And it's a tough zone at the moment as Evan Kaplow ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. Number 3 hitter, no doubt a dangerous one.
Yeah, can't fall behind a Bedford team. They hit too well.
Well, that's a pitcher's pitch there on 2-0. Nicely done by Aiden Meany. No cookie that. And so Evan will have to await something better on 2-1. See if he goes to the off speed. No. Hard stuff, but misses low and away. Easy take for Kaplow.
No doubt about it. Last time they played here was a Division I quarterfinal.
Yep.
And Bedford edged BG. I believe it was either 3-2 or 2-1.
Oh, right. I was here. That was a nail biter. Swung on and missed. Not the best swing there. That might have been ball 4.
It was, but the story of the game was the BG catcher asked out of the lineup because
of course I remember that.
He was a DH, and he asked out of the lineup because he wasn't catching.
Now, speaking of BC, didn't he go on to play for?
He's the
Northeastern, or who did he go to?
Southern New Hampshire.
Southern New Hampshire.
Nobody big.
High fly to deep right center. It's going to get down. It is going to be extra bases. They will wave the lead runner home, and it'll be a 1-run double as the trail runner.
Yeah, Levine
had
wanted
to wait. Giuliano.
Levine held his arms out. He wanted a throw. They held up the throw, and he thought they had a chance to get the runner, Kaplow, the runner, and they did, but no throw was made.
Michael Platt, who walked to lead off the game, he scores ahead of the double by Evan Kaplow. He goes the other way, and he had a big gap to work with. And so Cam Thibault in center just couldn't quite run it down. It was about a step ahead of his glove there in right center field.
Hitting them where they ain't. They're just finding the alleyways and the gaps.
Down and in. So this is Zach Fletcher, senior, batting in the cleanup spot.
Yeah, he'll be pitching too.
Swings over the top of that. He'll be pitching as long as he doesn't damage himself on foul balls in his first at bat. It looked like it got a piece of his foot. He'll try to shake that off, and it'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes.
BG already in a 1-0 hole.
And Fletcher trying to help his cause, as they say. He'll get 1 run home as he grounds it to the shortstop. Luke Anderson makes the only play that he had for the first out of the inning. It is an RBI ground out for Fletcher and a 2-0 Bedford lead here in the top half of the first.
All right, John Collins, would you have played the infield in? It's in now. Would you have had them in then? I mean, there was no runner at first base, no double play ball, no double play to have. So, would you have played the infield in the previous at bat? Thinking about it, huh?
Yeah, I would say if you could trust your pitcher to pitch to a certain location, I would. I'm not quite sure if Aiden Meany has the kind of command where he didn't have to give him anything to hit.
Well, the infield's in now.
Yeah, because now you're only going to give up 1 run instead of 2. That's the baseball strategy. It's better to give up 1 run than 2. So if you play in, any kind of a decent contact is going to produce 2 runs with nobody out, and instead, if you go back, it's Moneyball. They figured it out over eons.
I don't understand. I mean, the infield's in now. Why wasn't it? I'm not second guessing. I just want to know.
It's statistical probabilities of saving runs.
Yeah.
So if there's nobody out and second and third, chances are that at least the lead guy is going to score at some point in the inning. You get so many different ways you can score them.
So you go for the sure out.
You need that first out in order
Okay.
to prevent a possible 2. Now, see, the pressure's on this batter to produce with the man at third and less than 2 out.
Right.
Now it's sort of like an even fight. Nice stop. Kyle Levine saves a run.
He sure does. Meany is definitely got in mind the power of these Bedford hitters, because where has everything been, John? It's been away, away, away. He's got to pitch to contact at some point.
Yeah.
He's been down in the count too much.
And he does walk the 5-hitter. That was Austin Bequeath, first baseman, takes a walk down to the position that he'll be playing a bit later on. But right now, RBI opportunities galore for the Bulldogs. And here comes Armand Rollo, junior third baseman, with a chance to drive home a third or fourth run for the Bulldogs, who lead it 2-0 with only one out here in the first. All kinds of pressure on starting pitcher Aiden Meany right off the bat. The pitch is on the corner. Strike one. Meany trying to get that second out without any further damage. Another perfect pitch. It's 0-2. And Armand Rollo has to be saying, why did you have to find perfect command when I came up to bat? Now it's 0-2 quickly. Let's see if Aiden goes for a 3-pitch strikeout. He gets it. Beautiful changeup, and it was dying, but it looked like a strike for 50 feet.
That's a good pitching job by Meany.
Yeah.
And it'd be even better if he can get out of this situation with just 2 runs.
Yeah. Let me ask you, Tom, that ground ball that Zach Fletcher hit for the RBI ground out, do you think that would have went through if Luke Anderson was playing up?
No, I don't think it would have.
You know, it's depending on whether.
If Anderson,
was he a left-handed?
If he had range to his left.
He's a left-handed hitter. I think you're right. He probably would have played in toward second base.
Yep.
It probably would have been right at him. So that, you're right. If he gambled and went in there.
But you know what? Yeah. You have the infield in, the runner may even still try to score. But
on the slowly hit ground, high grounder, you're right.
In high school baseball, in high school baseball, the philosophy always is make them make a play. And
you're right. He would have went, and also would have been a really difficult play because you got to take a step to your left probably.
Yep. But who knows? Hey, look, if Meany can get out of this with 2 runs allowed, then he's done a good job.
Yeah, but right now, he's dealing behind in the count, 3-1 to the hitter, T.J. Crowley, senior, right-handed hitter, trying to drive home runs with 2 outs and bases loaded. So a couple of walks in the inning.
And that's where you're down to the 7th hitter in the order. There's no reason to pitch away. Go at him. And Meany didn't do it.
So Crowley's on base, bases loaded, 2 outs, and the batter will be Silas Forcier, the catcher for Bedford. Quick conference with Coach Billy Chapman. Chapman. I don't know.
Chapman. C-H-A-P-M-A-N.
Chapman. Okay.
Yep.
Got a typo in the roster, so So what was that conversation about, Tom?
Well, bases loaded. Probably whether or not, judged by the first pitch, where this guy's going to pitch you. And only swing if it's a good pitch. We'll get a walk out of it. Hitting number 8. There's not going to be any bunt laid down, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So my guess is he was telling him just judge the pitches.
Yeah.
And if he's going away, go with the pitch or let it go and see what the call is.
Well, no doubt inconsistent is a word here for Aiden Meany, as he dealt a 3-pitch strikeout to Armand Rollo just moments ago, and now seemingly can't find the zone. 2-0.
He got the calls on the corner, and then he decided to stay out there. And that's a good pitch. That is.
That's his challenge pitch.
Yep, exactly.
So on the upper inner.
So he decided to stay out there to the number 7 hitter, thinking he might get the calls again, and he didn't. So that's the problem.
Bases loaded. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 outs in the inning. And the battle here between pitcher and batter, Aiden Meany. Strike 2. Perfect pitch. All Silas Forcier, the batter, can do is shake his head and say, well, I wasn't going to take a swing at that one.
Well, no, because those calls are 50-50 in my mind.
Absolutely. 2-2. Ground ball, weakly hit right side, one play only, and to first base in time. And indeed, Bedford leaves the bases loaded, so Aiden Meany battles back to avoid the really big inning.
Yeah, I think that's a good job by Meany. You know, he had trouble with the first 3 hitters. You know, walk, a single, and a double, and then didn't allow anything else.
Yeah.
So he's done a good job. Now it's up for Girton to try to respond. Bedford's a tough team to fall behind.
Yes. So we'll see how the BG Bats do today as they'll come up to hit in the bottom of the first inning. They'll be sending Cam Thibault, Jake Mitchell, and Alex Lambalot up 1-2-3 to face the left-hander, Zach Fletcher, the senior, who's now taking his warm-up tosses. We get our first look at him. Sun out now in force here at Holman Stadium. Day didn't look too promising to start, Tom. It was wet.
That was it. The forecast was basically for a lot of clouds today, and we wouldn't see much sun, but we did see sun around noontime. I said, okay, we got to have baseball because that will help the field. That will help the grounds crew to dry up this field because I'm sure they worked on it today. So otherwise, this game would have been moved to Girton, and the JV game would have been canceled. That's how they would have done it. And we would have been out of broadcast.
I know. Again, we've been right out at least once or twice this season. So, Tom, as Tom cautioned, everybody's making the playoffs, so the standings don't mean as much in such a setup. But still, Winnicunnet's got to be pretty happy with the way.
11-1 Winnicunnet team.
Yes. Wow.
John, there's a theme starting to work here. It is not a good period for Nashua baseball. It really isn't. There has not been, and with the 3 schools in this city, they have not produced a team that has really advanced very far. BG's last final appearance was against this Bedford team back in the early, about 7-8 years ago. It was not a very pleasant game. And North and South have not had a sniff of anything in the tournament since North won the title back in 2011. So it has not been a good period for Nashua baseball, and communities like the Seacoast are thriving, and you know other in Londonderry, and Nashua is just playing catch up. It has not been good.
How's it looking, prospects playoff tournament this year?
It has not been good. We were going through
continues.
It right now. The North and both North and South are below 500. BG's below 500. So,
yep.
Now if they can play their way out of the region, then you're going to get a team in the semifinals just because of the regional setup, which is good. But and Merrimack is suffering too. They haven't had they're trying to rebuild their program. So. Two pitch forthcoming here to Cam Thibault, but meanwhile the home plate umpire wants to talk to the pitcher about something. Yeah, his necklace.
Oh yeah.
Wants it because he's moving something. He looked like he was doing something with his collar. I think he told him to put it in underneath.
Right. 2-2. The count. Zach Fletcher. From the stretch, even with nobody on base, as many pitchers prefer to do. Kicks and delivers, and it's in the dirt. So the count has gone full to the BG leadoff batter, Cam Thibault, who'd love to do what the Bedford leadoff batter did, and that's walk and score the game's first run for his team. Let's see what Zach Fletcher comes up with on the payoff pitch here to Cam Thibault, BG's center fielder. In the dirt, that was an easy take for Cam, and he's aboard with that leadoff walk.
And here we go. Girton needs to respond. No question about it. It should be Mitchell, right?
It is Jake Mitchell, third baseman for Bishop Girton. Looking down at his coach in case they want to put a play on.
You missed a good one on Friday with BG and Alvern. Very good close game. We finally did a close game here on Nashua ETV.
So Bob Lipman.
Yep, thanks to
lucked
Bob.
out, huh?
Yes, he sure did.
Was that fun to do game with the Fisher Cats
Sure.
guy, official
Sure
announcer?
Sure was.
I did a half inning with Bob one time. They had a media day at Fisher Cat Stadium, and he invited me up to the booth. High to right.
That's gonna.
It's off the end of the bat. It's a long run, and it's going to be caught.
Wow, what a catch!
Tremendous running catch.
Absolutely.
In right field.
Absolutely great catch, John. I kept waiting for the ball to bounce out of the glove, and it never did. He came in. You could tell he was going to have trouble. Clearly, if you're used to playing in this stadium, that's the second baseman's ball. He's got to go out and make that play. But that wasn't going to happen. He got a late jump. The right fielder was on the run the entire time, and he dives and makes a great catch.
So Jake Mitchell gets robbed. He hit it off the end of the bat. And I think that's Armin Rollo out there. I'm not 100% sure. A tip to Armin when you go back to your position after you make a great catch, turn around so we can see your number. One hopper to second, and he's out.
Yep.
Great throw on a hop from catcher Forcier. And he gets the second out of the inning on the base paths.
Now, that wasn't Rollo. The ninth hitter is the right fielder.
Ninth hitter?
Ninth hitter. That would be La Rochelle.
La Rochelle hasn't come up yet. Okay.
Yep.
Defensive play of the game so far. And may hold up. We'll have to wait and see. But right now, after giving up the leadoff walk, Zach Fletcher in the best case scenario is he got 2 outs and facing the 3-hitter.
Ethan La Rochelle making that play in right field with the dive.
Ethan La Rochelle.
Yep.
That was a tough read for
Thibault
at first base about whether it was going to hit the ground or not. Rip to left for a base hit. Look, a breaking ball down and in that the BG 3-hitter, Alex Lambalot, went down and got.
And again, you're trying to make something happen with the stolen base attempt. Challenge him a little bit, and it doesn't work out, and then you would have had 2 on, two on with 1 out. Actually, John, you take away that great defensive play, Grit would have the bases loaded, nobody out.
Yeah. They wouldn't have had to try to steal and get thrown out.
Yeah.
Big difference that play has made to this point.
This should be Levine, I would take it. Right?
Kyle Levine batting lead cleanup for Bishop Girton, trying to come up with something big with 2 outs. Bottom of the first inning, Bedford scored twice to start the game, up 2-0. Levine takes low and away, and we saw him hit a home run in the previous game that we did with Kyle Levine up there. He got a fastball middle up, I think, and hit it way over the left center field wall. Strike on the inside corner.
They're going at Levine.
Yep.
They are not pitching away. They're going for contact there. Challenging him. They know him. I mean, he's a Bedford kid. Younger brother of minor leaguer in the Rockies organization, Grant Levine. Played for Bedford. Ooh. And that's what happens when you challenge him.
Yeah. There's the bat speed right there that can drive a ball out of this park.
Right. He's got a future, I think. Yeah, they'll take a look at him probably. See how he is as a senior. I think he's only a junior. Scouts will watch him. And then it'll be up to him whether he wants to play in college or not.
Believe that was Kyle Levine that called time and was granted there late. Zach Fletcher was just picking his foot up to throw.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been Fletcher.
No.
Or the catcher.
Or the catcher.
Right.
The 2-2 on the way up in the air, foul. That is just
all I did was watch the swing, and I said that ball's either going to be popped up foul or gone.
And that would be a Fenway Park swing right there, huh?
Oh, boy.
Boy. That ball jumped. I don't think his bat's big enough. Looks like a twig.
Does, doesn't it?
To him. The 2-2 pitch on the way.
Yeah, I
knew,
he
got
him.
You knew it.
I knew.
What a pitch
curve.
by Fletcher.
I was going to tell you slow curve, and I didn't say anything. I wanted to let the pitch take it, do it itself, and that.
Wow.
Just got him.
So Kyle Levine gets victimized by it was one of those high slow curves that he gave up on, and he came right back down into the zone. No argument.
It sure did. All right, John Collins, I will take a couple innings down on the field, and I will be back.
Come back quick, Tom King. Good job. So we go to the top of the second inning, and we will watch Aiden Meany take his warm-up tosses as I go down the standings a little bit more past Winnicut's eyebrow-raising 11-1 record to date. They've won 11 of 12 games played so far in the 2021 season, have the Warriors of Hampton, Winnicott High School. Londonderry not far behind at 9-1. Pinkerton is 8-1. Keene 7-1. Goffstown hasn't played a lot of games. They have only one loss, but they're 4-1. So they insert them in the standings by winning percentage, I guess, or maybe they rank them by low. Actually, these seem to be grouped by lowest losses. No, they won 4 out of 5, so that's why they're in that spot. You have to go down to one more place, tied for a 6th, Bedford and Portsmouth at 6-2. Put Alvern in that category too. They were also 6-2. So going further down, BG entering the game at 2-4 as we begin play in the top of the second. First pitch swinging. Luke Anderson, good get rid of there as he gets the hustling Ethan LaRochelle, the right fielder who made that sparkling defensive play in the last half inning to change the complexion of the inning entirely and keep Bishop Girton off the scoreboard. He grounds out to short on the first pitch here in the top of the second. So 1 up, 1 pitch, 1 down. And here is Michael Pratt back to the top of the order. Pratt worked a walk and came around to score ahead of the double by Evan Kaplow to start Bedford off offensively. Meany hits the inside corner, about elbow high there. The 1-1 pitch is on the way, and that changeup looked like it got away from him a little bit. So we'll do the 2-1 to Michael Pratt. Trying to dig that ball out of the inside corner and down, and tops it foul. So it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Aiden Meany left the bases loaded last inning, retiring. That's up to Silo, and the second baseman calling for it is Brandon Mativier, and he has it. Major league pop-up there off the bat of Michael Pratt. Took a while to come down. Good job by Brandon Mativier. And we have 2 outs in the inning. Aiden Meany trying to get 1, 2, 3 here, but has to deal with Ryan Giuliano, who singled to left center his first time up. Takes ball 1 low. Top of the second inning, Bedford trying to add to their 2-0 lead. Meany paints, and it's 1-1. Bedford next scheduled to play Keene at home in Bedford. That will be on Friday, the 17th. At Bishop Girton, 5:10. No, actually they're scheduled to play BG on Thursday in Bedford. This is a back-to-back. Very high to left. It's going to drive the left fielder, Alex Lambalot, back to the track, and it drops in there on the dirt for a double. High and deep off of the bat of Ryan Giuliano, and situation where Lambalot was surprised by the distance that ball traveled. It ended up drifting over his head and landing between him and the wall. A sky-high double off the bat of Ryan Giuliano. With 2 outs, he is in scoring position and is 2 for 2 in the game. Aluminum bats can have sweet spots too. If you hit it too far to the top of the bat, you lose some of the pop. That was just on the cusp of the sweet spot. I'd say a little bit toward the end, and that's probably what kept it in the park. But still a really good distance off the bat of Giuliano. Ground ball to the shortstop on 2 high hops. Anderson gets rid of it in time ahead of the hustling base runner for the 3rd out of the inning. So 1 loud hit, but also 1 base runner left and no runs scored. We go to the bottom of the 2nd. It is Bedford 2 and BG nothing coming to bat in the bottom of the inning. Bishop Girton's next game scheduled to be at Bedford, as you just heard. 4 o'clock contest, and then I don't know if there's more supposed to be played in the season, but on the NHIAA website, Bishop Girton's, there's got to be more games, but Bishop Girton's listed schedule just ends on the 19th. You see several teams playing all the way to the 26th of May regular season, so I imagine some games will be added to this. But BG plays at Bedford on Thursday of this week, and then back-to-back against Nashua North here at Stello's at Holman on the 17th. 4:30 game. I imagine that is a Monday at 4:30. Hopefully we'll be able to do that one. So Zach Fletcher, who was impressive in the first inning, back out there, got some help from a stellar defensive play in right by Ethan LaRochelle, taking a hit away from the 2-hitter. Would have been first and second with nobody out. Instead, it was a diving catch followed by a caught stealing, and suddenly Fletcher went from in trouble to a 1-2-3 inning in effect. The pitch. Well, actually, let's not take away credit from Alex Lambalot. He singled in between the strikeout of Kyle Levine to end the inning. So Fletcher has faced 4 batters so far. Now he's up against his counterpart, Aiden Meany. Swings over the top of that. Not quite sure that was in the strike zone. I think he anticipated a cookie at 2-0, and he didn't get it. So now the 2-1 pitch, and it's up and away. Strike 2. Tailing fastball might have been a ball, but instead strike swinging. Meany trying to get on board to lead off things here in the 2nd. Froze inside corner, caught looking. So 2 caught lookings in a row for Zach Fletcher, as he gets first the catcher Kyle Levine and then his battery mate Aiden Meany. 1 out. Hayden Shattuck, BG's right fielder, getting his first look today at Zach Fletcher. And the pitch. Top of the zone. Strike 1. Bulldogs defense straight away at all positions for Hayden. Big swing and a miss. Another pitch that probably looked more tempting than it was good to hit. Up and away with a tail on it. Now it's 0-2. That one's above the helmet. Not too much of a reaction there from Hayden Shattuck. Good reaction from Forcier, the catcher. I think I want to just turn the face a little bit and ducked. a smidge on that pitch. Strike three. Another caught looking. That's 3 in a row. Backward K's in the scorebook for Zach Fletcher, who is suddenly dealing. The 4, 5, and 6 batters retired by the way of the K, caught looking. Now with 2 outs and nobody aboard, Dominic Monaco, first pitch swinging softly to the shortstop. It will bounce, and it's a misplay. It'll probably have to go as a base hit. They let the ball play him, as they say, and got no bounce at all as it hit the dirt. The in-between cost Bedford's defense there a base runner. So Monaco aboard with 2 out, and the batter is Max Reardon. Girton's DH, also first pitch swinging. I think the on-deck guys had seen enough caught lookings and came out of the on-deck circle swinging after the 4, 5, and 6 hitters were frozen at the plate. The 0-1 pitch to Reardon, who is DHing for the shortstop, Luke Anderson. Today, Luke just playing defense at this point. And Reardon handling the bat duties. Zach Fletcher staring down the runner, comes to the plate. Good mound presence for him as he goes from 0-1 to 0-2 on Reardon. And Monaco doesn't seem to be showing any signs of stealing. Strike 3 on the fastball up and in. Zach Fletcher has struck out 4 of the last 5 batters to face him here at Holman Stadium. So we go to the top of the 3rd inning. Bedford on a roll right now with an excellent pitching performance in process from Zach Fletcher and putting base runners aboard consistently against Aiden Meany. Although Meany did get the first 2 batters out in the 2nd inning. And so the high and long double by Ryan Giuliano to just in front of the left field wall did not produce any runs scored for Bedford in the 2nd inning. As we go to the 3rd, the Bulldogs will send their 4, 5, 6 batters to the plate. Zach Fletcher, Austin Bequeath, and Armand Rollo. Fletcher, as many left-handed baseball players do, bats left-handed as well. The anomaly is to throw left-handed and bat right-handed. Very high and deep to right. It's going to be a tough play. It's going to be out of here. Home run. Zach Fletcher doing it all right now, striking out 4 out of 5 batters and hitting a sky job over the right field wall as it flares out from 311. That ball maybe traveled about 320, 325, but it was well placed. And with a smile on his face, deservedly so, Zach Fletcher makes it a 3-0 ball game. No chance for Hayden Shattuck to glove that. It drifted well over the wall in right as Zach Fletcher does his Shohei Ohtani impression, striking out batters and hitting home runs. Very hard and deep to center. That's going to be a tough play for Thibault, and he can't reach it. It goes over his head. Churning around to third base, Austin Bequeath is going to have himself a stand-up triple. Hammering the ball all over and out of Holman Stadium, the Bedford Bulldogs offense. Very impressive to this point. They've hit for the cycle. Singles, double, triple, homer here in the first 2 innings of play. Nobody out in the top of the 3rd. First pitch swinging, diving play to his right. Mativier actually caught it in the air. What a great play. Saved a run there. That was equally as impressive as Ethan LaRochelle's diving grab coming in on a shallow fly ball for Bedford back in the 1st inning. Terrific play by Mativier. was looking at his arm right now. He probably scratched it up pretty good. It was a do-or-die dive to his right. That would have been a run and a 4-0 Bedford lead. Still not out of the woods. Aiden Meany dealing with a man at third and less than 2 out. That was Armand Rollo that got robbed there by Metivier. That's a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. Not quite what T.J. Crowley was looking for there. Trying to drive home that run from third. Ground ball to the shortstop. Luke Anderson looks the runner back. Good throw to first. And so goes from man on third with nobody out to runner on third with 2 out. And it will take something from the batter, catcher Silas Forcier, to plate that run now. Aiden Meany comes stretch. The infield moves back. It was effective to bring the infield in that time with just the solo runner on third base. He's still there after that loud triple to straightaway center by Austin Bequeath. And nice strike on the outside corner to T.J. Silas Forcier. He is a senior, handling the catching duties for Bedford today. Had a good cut at that pitch. He was on time, but just undercut it and fouls it back, so it's 1-2. Aiden might have been fortunate there. Crowley didn't square that one up. Bedford has made Holman Stadium look small today, reaching the wall and over the wall on 3 occasions so far this afternoon. On the double by Giuliano to left, on the triple to center by Austin Bequeath, and of course on the home run by Bedford's starting pitcher Zach Fletcher, leading off this inning. Nice block by Kyle Levine, and again no chance to advance for Bequeath. The way Bedford was hitting the ball, it was hard to imagine that he would not score from third with nobody out. But now Meany 1 pitch away from leaving the runner right there. The pitch fouled off to the right. Definitely not pitching around Crowley, who bats 7th in the order, is Aiden Meany. Oh, it's Forcier. Sorry, I said Crowley already, and he grounded out to short. Ground ball toward the shortstop. Up with it, Luke Anderson in time. And that is the out that ends the inning. So the home run leading off the inning proves to be the only scoring as the young man hit the triple. Austin Bequeath is stranded at third. Line out, ground out, ground out. And of course, put a big star next to that diving catch by Brandon Metivier at second base for the Cardinals, who saved a run. 3-0. Bedford leads it as Zach Fletcher goes out to throw warm-up tosses following his homer. Yeah, he's got good velocity, man. He's got outfield. He's throwing some outfield pitches, you know. And you almost wonder, I guess it's against the rules to do that. To take a running start and throw from the rubber. You have to be stationary. I'm thinking of some of the major leaguers, if they could do that, you're right, you know. Probably could throw 103 consistently. Yeah, if you were running at it all the time. Yeah, up the back. Yeah. Yeah. I guess it's a safer way to throw hard beginning an inning is instead of doing it from a stationary position. It's the technique you don't see every pitcher do. So to this bottom of the third inning we go, and it's Brandon Metivier's first opportunity to hit. 9 batter in the order after that great play that he made in it's a baseball adage that a lot of times, more than you would imagine, by statistical randomness, the guy who makes the great defensive play leads off the next inning. And I have a theory about that. I think the reason why people that make great defensive plays lead off the next inning is because they were on deck before they made the great defensive play. So their senses and their subconscious say, the better defense we play, the faster I get to hit again. And so they're almost, they trigger that subconscious that says, I need to help get out so I can bat again. It's almost like the kid within the kid. Leadoff walk from Brandon Mativier, and that produces some great defensive gems sometimes. And it's not so much the guy that leads off the inning, it's the guy who was on deck the inning before. So here goes Cam Thibault back to the top of the order. He walked his first time up. BG trailing 3-0, looking for a crooked number inning after a really good, tough pitcher, Zach Fletcher, starts off Thibault with strike one. With the outside corner at the knees. Down 3 against a lefty with a decent move like that. We do not expect too much action on the base paths right now. BG has already had a runner caught stealing. That was actually Cam Thibault, who's at first right now. So, no, Tibier's at first. Correction. Thibault batting. Has fouled it off himself. 0-2 the count to the BG center fielder. Bedford's catcher, Forcier, kind of giving away location right there as Silas set up to the outside corner and held his glove about knee high. That one misses the inside corner, and it might have been because of where the catcher set up. That looked like strike 3 to Thibault. He's fortunate to still be up there, I think. But apparently it missed inside according to the ump. Certainly Forcier was looking for an outside pitch, and it came back inside. So spoiling that one, Thibault carves it off the inner portion of the plate, if it was indeed on the plate. 1-2. Leading off of first base cautiously is Mativier. BG looking for their first run, trailing 3-0 in the bottom of the third inning. Strike 3 called. Certainly too close to take. And that is caught looking strikeout number 5. There have been 5 strikeouts by Zach Fletcher in this game, and none of them have been strikeouts swinging. A tribute to his stuff. Jake Mitchell flied to right his first time up. He was the batter that got robbed on the great running catch coming in by Ethan, the right fielder for Bedford. Ethan LaRochelle. The 1-0 pitch instead. Fletcher will check in on first base. Diving back in Mativier. 1 out. The 1-0. No, again. Last time that Fletcher was in a jam, he got out of it partially by caught stealing. So they got one of the outs on the bases. He would love to do it again. Unable to pick off Mativier. He comes home and throws a fastball in the upper outer that is fouled back to the screen by Mitchell. Jake, left-handed batter with a slightly open stance, takes the ball outside. 2-1. Bedford defending Jake at straightaway at all positions. Moderate depth in right field for LaRochelle. I'm sure that Jake has the ability to drive it over the right fielder's head if he gets a hold of one here. Certainly hit that previous fly ball a mile in the air giving just enough time for La Rochelle to run all the way in, almost to the infield, and get his glove underneath it. That's outside. 3-1. I wouldn't be surprised if that pitching coach in the stands is dad for Zach Fletcher. Calling out, go right after him, 1-7. That was on the fringe of the plate. Mitchell, fairly late swing, and fouls it back, so we will never know if it would have been ball 4. 3-2, certainly close. Fletcher not giving in. No cookie there for Mitchell on the hitter's pitch. Count is full. Let's see if they'll start Metivier with only 1 out at first base. He's not going. Curveball stays inside. Fletcher wanted it. Umpire indicating it was kind of a backup breaking ball. Not enough bite to get back to the corner, and it ends up being a good take by Jake Mitchell. So it's 2 walks in the inning sandwiched around a strikeout. And here's the 3-hitter, Alex Lambalot, who has one of BG's 2 hits. He fouls it off to the right. First pitch swinging. Bishop Girton's best chance to score so far in this game, it would appear. First and second with 1 out, and their 2, 3, 4 hitters due up. This is Fletcher's pitch. Check swing. They call it a strike, and I don't think that was the right call. But home plate umpire thought he had it as a swing, and that's what he called on a ball in the dirt. 0-2 pitch on the way. Fletcher going for a strikeout, kind of a surprise attack there in 0-2. Ends up throwing it low, but certainly hard velocity on that. The 1-2 pitch on the way, and that hits him. So Fletcher struggling with the breaking ball a little bit in this inning. He wasn't quite able to get it over on the inside corner on 3-2, and that one, it just got away from him. And won't hurt all that much for Alex Lambalot, I'm sure. He'll take one for the team to get the cleanup hitter up there. Kyle Levine has the ability to put BG ahead in this game by a run with 1 swing of the bat, even though the Cardinals trail 3-0, and Bedford knows it. So that is what this conference is about on the mound right now. Perhaps more to talk to the pitcher than the entire defense, because there is a ability on the part of the batter here, Levine, to make the defense non-existent if he hits it over everybody and out of here. And so, from my perspective, a peculiar team meeting on the mound right there. Obviously you want to turn 2 to end the inning in the middle, and you want to catch anything that's hit, but it's all really coming down to the battle between Zach Fletcher and Kyle Levine right now. A great pitcher and a great hitter going at it here with the bases jammed. The pitch, slow curve off the plate inside. So Levine caught looking on a roundhouse backdoor curve his first time up. 1 of 5 caught looking strikeouts by Fletcher in this game. Will he throw him the fastball? He does, and it's on the upper outer. Levine clearly questioning the call a bit as he looks back at the home plate umpire. And Fletcher will take that all day. It's not a really comfortable pitch to swing at for the hitter, up and away. That one jams him. It's up the silo. It's infield fly rule. The batter is automatically out. So Fletcher wins the battle. 2 outs in the inning. The very dangerous Kyle Levine is retired on the pop-up. Aiden Meany trying to get Bishop Girton on the board at least. With bases loaded and 2 out, jackknifes out of the way of a fastball, and it is 1-0. 3 walks in the game by Zach Fletcher and 5 strikeouts. The 1-0 pitch on the way. That one also inside off the plate. Aiden Meany had a 2-0 count his previous time up, and I do remember that it was a breaking ball down and in that he got on 2-0 last time. Let's see what Bedford does this time. Fastball up and away and not able really to get on top of it. Tough play in the center. Nope. Good job by Bedford's defense as they talk, and it turns out to a can of corn in center for the 3rd out of the inning. So Zach Fletcher got in a jam, but able to retire some dangerous hitters there at 4 and 5 in the order. And still no runs scored for the Cardinals through 3 full innings of this 7-inning contest here at Holman Stadium. John Collins along with Tom King. Tim O'Neill is on camera. We welcome our Bedford viewers on BCTV for this Monday afternoon contest at Holman. Under mostly cloudy skies. The sun was out for a little while. A frustrating day for Bishop Girton so far offensively. Especially there, they leave the bases loaded. Kyle Levine, who certainly has the ability to hit home runs, jammed on a fastball that was up and in. You got to give credit. Fletcher did not groove anything. He threw it up on the outer corner for strike 1 looking, and then the pitch that he retired Levine on was one of those high inside fastballs that only Dustin Pedroia could hit, probably. I always remember it was Cano, who's now out on a PED suspension. He was making fun of Pedroia's swing early in Dustin's career and likened it to swinging a sack of cement over the shoulder, and it worked for Pedroia. Of course, his career cut short because of the knee problems and retiring, but a lot of these young men here grew up with watching the Red Sox and Dustin Pedroia for their childhoods. Ground ball to the right side, and Mativier makes the play. 1 up, 1 down for Bedford in the top of the 4th inning as they try to add to a 3-0 lead. That was Ethan LaRochelle grounding out. And so back to the top of the order for the 3rd time in this game. Michael Pratt has walked and scored and popped out to the second baseman. First pitch swinging, lines it to the first baseman. And a nice diving stab made over there by Dominic Monaco, who was monitoring the right field line. Doing a nice job as he dropped to a knee and dove to his left to make the short-handed grab. So 2 outs quickly in the top of the 4th inning. Also first pitch swinging, but this is a base hit. Off of the bat of Ryan Giuliano. Have a day, Ryan Giuliano. He is 3 for 3 with a double. He also got his double last time up with 2 outs. So let's see if he tries to dare steal second base and put himself in scoring position here for the 3-hitter, Evan Kaplow. Kaplow doubled to right center earlier in the game, going the opposite way. The pitch very high to center. The runner was on the move, and he'd keep going with 2 outs. Catch is made. Despite the base hit, it was a first pitch base hit. Pretty quick inning for Aiden Meany. Maybe his best inning of the game so far as he receives congratulations from his teammates coming off the hill. Holding Bedford to that 3-0 lead, and BG still in search of runs or some sort of a big inning, but standing in their way. Very talented starting pitcher for Bedford, Zach Fletcher, who has been impressive and come up with some big pitches to get out of jams so far today, including leaving the bases loaded last inning. So it'll be Hayden Shattuck, Dominic Monaco, and Max Reardon due up for the Cardinals in this inning. Zach Fletcher, who is taking his warm-up tosses right now, he was on deck when that inning ended, and he hit a leadoff homer his previous time up, so he's going to have to lead off again. That'll be an interesting matchup when he comes to the plate again. It'll be deja vu there, leading off an inning and facing probably Aiden Meany, but first he has to get through the 6, 7, 8 hitters for the Cardinals. As Hayden Shattuck digs in, he was one of the 5 strikeout victims caught looking so far today by Zach Fletcher. Let's see if he swings early in the count. It seems to be becoming a theme for both teams at this point in this game. He does swing at the first pitch. Not a great pitch to hit, but it's strike one, foul back, 0-1. A lot of first pitch swinging, Tom, all of a sudden. You had 5 caught lookings in this game. All strikeouts.
And that's why. The umpire's telling you, you better swing the bat. You know?
Yeah. All the strikeouts caught looking.
Well, there's one that was swung on it.
Was there?
Yes. Yep.
Which one was that? Was that? Well, anyway, I guess it's too far. You have it in your book?
Yeah, that would be the last out of the second inning was swinging.
Was Max Reardon? He swung and missed at that?
Yes,
okay.
He did. Yep.
Oh, and 2 pitch coming, and Hayden Shattuck takes it. It was high.
It was high.
Yeah, hold your breath now.
John, you get the bases loaded with 1 out, and you get your best hitter coming out.
Oh, that was maybe the ball game there. We'll have to wait and see.
The wind just went right out of the sails.
Zach Fletcher making some great pitches against Colleen, and that one finds the outside corner in theory for strikeout number 6, caught looking number 6. So Dom Monaco made a nice stab of a line drive last half inning.
Yeah, BG's made some nice defensive plays. You know, their defense hasn't let them down in this game, that's for sure. Well, except for the play out in the outfield.
It's official after that call, Tom. The plate is 20 inches wide today.
Oh yeah, no, it's swing the bat and then we go home. That's what this umpire wants. There's no question about it. And I can't argue with him. You know.
Oh, you never argue with anything that speeds up the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on. The 1-1. Oh, what? Where was that, Tom, is it wondering?
The umpire said to himself, you know what, it's not that cold out. I can stay here a little longer.
It was a borderline pitch.
No, that was a strike.
2-1?
There was no border on that.
Yeah. And anything that looks like a check swing is called a swing and strike in this game as well. There's no checking. With the other base umpire.
No, that was no check swing. He swung at it. Yep, they got him.
In the dirt, and
it's a good location by Fletcher. See if you can get the batter to chase. But Fletcher's been his own worst enemy in any of these times where Girton's had a threat.
And he's been his own best friend, too, with no runs on the board.
Sure has.
Right?
Yep.
Those 2 pitches to Levine, upper outer corner and the upper inner corner that jammed him, were just well placed. Ball 4.
Well, the one that, when Levine got the call, or when Zachary got the call on the 3rd pitch to Levine, that said to me that Levine's going to have to swing. And that's what happened.
Yeah.
That pitch set up the whole at bat after he was down in the count. Oh, golfing.
Max Reardon, the DH for BG. Going out of the strike zone a bit there with probably had his mind made up to hit that first pitch fastball. Time called. Fletcher, who's got that ability to stare down runners and hold them right up to left, base hit.
Yes, there we go.
First and second with one out for Bishop Girton, and Brandon Mativier to the plate. He walked his only time up. Looked like Reardon hooked an outside fastball there maybe to left field.
Yeah, he got enough of it. Not on the end of the bat, otherwise it would have been a number to first, and he was able to come around on it and line it to the left for a solid base hit. I mean, the runs are there for BG if you can just get that one big hit that they need.
And Mativier takes a strike.
And this is where Fletcher has to trust his stuff. You get the number 9 hitter coming up, you go right at him. You do not try to fool around here.
And with a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, and your defense behind you, they can probably get a double play. You don't want your catcher working too hard to block pitches like he had to there. There's no reason for that. Put the ball over the plate and let the batter swing the bat. And if you're Girton, hey, make him throw as many pitches as you want. Get him out of the game.
The 1-1 on the way.
Wait him out.
Hard hit at the shortstop. Flip to second.
All over it.
And they call him out at first.
Yep, that's what he got. He got the pitch he wanted.
6-4-3 ends it.
I mean, Fletcher made the pitch he wanted and got a ball right up the middle. They had him played that way. 6-4-3. Girton cannot buy a break in this ball game.
No, they have left runners on base in every inning. And so we go to the top of the 5th inning. Bedford enjoying a 3-0 lead, which feels even larger due to the pitching and defense that Bedford has thrown up here. Zach Fletcher, Tom, doing his Shohei Ohtani impression today with the strikeouts and the home run. He will lead it off again here in the 5th inning.
Yep.
How about that high fly over the right field wall?
Yeah, we haven't seen too many balls out in right field go out of here. We've seen them go out in left, but not in right.
That was well placed. That was probably about a 325-foot fly ball, I want to say.
Yeah, and Hayden Shattuck, all he could do, I have a photo of him looking up at it.
You do?
Yes, I do.
Good job.
From a distance, though.
Yeah. Oh.
You know, so, but we'll see how it comes out. But he had nothing else he could do.
No, just watch it leave.
Just watch it leave the park. He was hoping for a carom, and it didn't happen. Went right out.
Well, you would have scaled the wall and jumped up from the precipice, would you have not?
Oh, I would have just made it on the fly. I would have leaped right up. I would have leaped right up, caught it, gone over the other edge, and and I would have been fine.
Who was the best at that? Was it Torrey Hunter? Was it
Hunter was an
Trout? Or
Hunter in my mind was always good at doing
Griffey,
that.
of course, could go up too.
Yeah, he could.
Yeah.
Judge can do it.
Judge, certainly he could do it flat-footed.
Yeah, but
sometimes.
you know what? Yeah, but these days, Judge, if he stretches his body out too much, he's going to be out for 2 months.
Oh, I know.
He's as brittle as can be.
Unfortunately for him.
Yeah, he's become as brittle as can be.
Tom, I've gone a lot of games at Fenway Park. I was fortunate to have good seats one night when the Red Sox played the Yankees. It was a cold April night. I will never forget seeing. I was in the field box seats, like 7 rows from the field.
Yep.
I will never forget seeing Aaron Judge come out of the dugout to go to the on-deck circles.
A monster, isn't he?
He looked like it was. I felt like I was in that scene in Jurassic Park.
Yeah,
when they turn Laura Dern's head and you look and you see the bronze. He just looked like he was, a monster. Like he was a giant dinosaur.
I'll tell you, they really have a they really have a problem there.
And you know what else? The Red Sox beat the Yankees like 14-1 in that game, and the only run was a monster home run by Aaron Judge halfway up the center field bleachers.
I'll tell you, they have a problem there in New York because they have to make a decision in another year whether or not to sign him long term.
Yeah.
And he just has not been able to stay on the field. And
what's he got right now? Is he playing?
Well, here's the thing. I'll tell you in a second
Fletcher.
after this pitch.
We don't want to miss this at bat here. This is Zach Fletcher who homered his last time.
And I believe it's a new pitcher too. I don't believe this is Meany, is it?
I think this is the guy that got the stain trying to steal.
Yes, it is.
Ground ball to first baseman, and good job of standing up to that one. Don Monaco plays it unassisted.
Yep.
So that would be
Mr. Principal, who do we have on
Cam
now?
Thibault?
Mativier?
Oh.
It's number 5.
Obviously, he's been running the bases or diving on the infield. Yeah, it is Mativier because he was at second, and he's pitching now. Yep.
Right.
So the Cardinals going to the bullpen. They didn't let Fletcher face Meany again.
They did not want him, ideally not to have to go through all those hitters.
Fly ball to right, gloved by Hayden Shattuck. 2 outs.
But what New York is doing with Judge is anytime he, has a problem, I'm sore here, I'm sore there, they sit him down, and just can't do that. He's got to be able to. The kit gloves are just not.
Yeah.
They tried. He and Stanton have done yoga in the off season. I know Stanton did yoga in the off season.
They haven't been on the field together very much either. The 1-0, way outside.
Well, the Yankees had Judge down with a sore here, sore there. They won't tell you where. It's like hockey.
Oh, yeah.
Lower
Upper
body,
yeah.
And when he came back, he hasn't been the same. Just swinging at pitches all over the place and not with a lot of speed. And he's obviously hurting.
Armin Rollo has struck out and was robbed by the guy who's pitching right now, Mativier, on a great diving catch.
Yeah, Gerton's made a couple of good plays. Mativier's in a rhythm here. Look at this.
Yeah, you know what? He's threatening to do what no pitcher's done for the BG yet. 1-2-3 inning.
He's still down the count 3-1.
Yeah, he is. 3-1 pitch now to Rollo.
Yep.
That is a generous strike call. Yeah, we have just seen the outer limits, like the old science fiction TV show.
I just looked up at the board, saw it's 5-11, and it's going to be a strike.
That's foul tipped, and Rollo stays alive.
Yeah, Rollo swung at that because the previous pitch was a strike. Otherwise, he wouldn't.
Yes.
You set your pitches up with those calls because Big Blue behind the plate. He helps you out.
So if Mativier could hit the inside corner right now, Rollo would probably be all kinds of tied up, but that's easier said than done. Swung on and missed, and again, he's trying to protect, and he goes after a pitch.
Mativier
might not have.
Nice pitching job. That is
certainly. 1, 2, 3, go the Bulldogs.
They're all coming out to congratulate him with a nice job. So Gerton's still in this game. It's 3-0. We thought maybe the way it started out, it might be 10-0 by now, but no, it's only 3-0. And it really easily could be 5-3 Gerton, with all the people they've had on base.
What would Woody Woodland have said to Brandon Mativier as he came off the mound right
nice job. Nice job.
You reminded me of him when you said it.
Nice job, and don't you think we don't appreciate it.
That is him to a T. That's good. I haven't seen Woody in a long time.
Well, Woody was in here last year. He was inducted into the
we had a softball score, 9-1 Merrimack over Alvern mid-game.
He was inducted into the Hall of Fame, the Holman Stadium. Heroes Hall that
Deserved,
they have. Heroes of Holman. He was all the games he's broadcast here. Merrimack has a very good softball team. They are very good. In fact, they're so good. I've got to pick out when I can go see them play because I want a game, I want to see a game.
Yeah, no, he's talking about softball. Yeah, we're talking about.
They're a very good softball team.
Yeah. So to the bottom of the 5th inning we go. BG still searching for their first runs in this game. And we'll set their top of the. Well, I thought it was the top of the order. No?
So did I.
Oh, Camp. Was it Mativier that grounded into the? No. Oh, it was.
Mativier grounded into the double play, didn't he?
Thought so.
Yeah, so did I.
So who's up? Thibault? Cam Thibault.
Right.
All right. Yep. We are in fact.
We are in the right spot.
Yeah. Cam Thibault has walked and struck out so far in this game. Got erased on a. Oh, yeah, there's the dirt stain on the front. I knew he was sliding into second. It was head first. Got tagged out. Pitch. Ground ball. Snagged. Fletcher will hand it to first. 1 up, 1 down. Zach Fletcher playing his position. Well, if you're going to get the Tom Glavine and Greg Maddox strike zone, you might as well play some defense like the Atlanta Braves greats.
Well, you could tell he's an athlete on the mound. I mean, he's hit a home run. He's driven in 2 runs. He's pitched pretty well. I mean, he's been the story of this game.
Put an autograph on it.
Yeah, no.
But
kidding,
it's not over yet. Line drive, sinking fast into the gap, and
no,
caught in left field.
That ball had double written all over it. I didn't think there was any chance anyone was going to get to it. And what do you know? The second great outfield play by the Bulldogs.
Believe that was Ryan Giuliano that tracked that down out there for Bedford. The catch probability on that was probably
10%.
10% around that. It was a terrific play.
It was a great play.
And the frustration just continues for Bishop Girton. They cannot buy a break today.
They cannot buy a break. Boy, I'll tell you, snake bit. Absolutely
2 outs.
Snake bit.
Yep. Fletcher, the 1-0 pitch to Alex Lambalot. Would like to get on base and set up Kyle Levine for another RBI opportunity. As well as things have gone for Bedford, and as frustrating as it's been for BG, they're really not out of the game. Strike on the inside corner, just 3 runs.
Fletcher is working the whole plate now. He's all over the place with it.
Yep. 2-1 on the way to Lambalot. Strike 2. Fletcher filling up the zone, living on the corners primarily. An impressive performance to this point. The 2-2 pitch with 2 outs and nobody on here in the bottom of the 5th. That's up and away. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So here's, as a hitter, you're looking out at this tough pitcher, and you're also aware that it's a big zone. He shakes off one pitch and will go to the next one. The 3-2 pitch on the way. Fastball, strike 3.
All right, I tell you.
What a pitch by Fletcher. Too close to take. Lambalot gets caught looking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I've got 6.
I got 7.
You got 7. All right, let's see. 1
B-ball got caught looking to start the 3rd inning.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, you're right. Yep.
And they're all.
Yep.
Oh, except you said that was.
Yeah, I missed the one. I missed the one last inning to lead off.
Right, right. One of them was swinging, but just a caught-looking fest, which is a backward K in the scorebook. Wonder how deep Shattuck will go in this game. I'm sure Bishop Girton would love to see him get out of there. Let somebody else pitch.
How deep Fletcher, you mean?
Fletcher, yeah.
I think Fletcher's going all the way.
Wow.
No reason not to. He hasn't thrown a whole lot of pitches. This is, he's the Monday pitcher, which you usually start out with your best guy. So.
Yeah. Of course, BG Bedford set to do battle again.
Now,
on Thursday of this week, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure what day, but
this is the 13th in Bedford.
Yeah, that'll be Thursday. Yep. So if it becomes a 7-0 game, maybe that changes things. But right now it's only 3-0. You've got to keep him out. You've got to keep him out there.
So bottom of the order due up for the Bulldogs as T.J. Crowley twists away from an inside fastball. Brandon Mativier able to retire Bedford 1-2-3 in the 5th inning. We're inning number 6 already. There's a foul off to the right. Off of Billy Johnson's old haunts over there.
Yeah. The office would be the window to the left.
Yeah.
But now Cam Cook, the general manager for the Silver Knights, has the 2 windows to the right.
Strike called over the outside corner. That's where I interviewed Jim Rice one time. Over there, I'm sure you did a million interviews in that building, but that was the one that I always remember. Strike called, swinging, strike 3. Good job, Mativier, with his 2nd strikeout, 2 in a row, actually. as Crowley goes down. Silas Force here, a couple of ground outs so far in this game. The catcher for Bedford trying to hit one to the outfield, I'm sure, if he can. Looks at one down and in. 1 ball, no strikes. I got to talk to Jim Rice for a good 15 minutes on Jim Rice night here at Holman Stadium.
Yeah, I think
in that building over there.
I think I got him in Butch's office. I'm not sure, or whatever.
Right.
Down,
yeah.
down
I think you did. I remember that. Yeah. Strike called. Yeah, Jim was over signing autographs and memorabilia over there.
I can remember him smiling and everything else, and he saw me with the recorder, and his face completely changed. He hated the media. He couldn't stand it. Now he's part of them.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah, I know it.
Yeah, no, he went on a rant. I actually asked him, had you seen yourself on TV last night? HBO had The Bronx is Burning, that miniseries.
Yes.
Starring John Turturro,
Loved
I think.
it, yes,
Billy Martin.
John Turturro.
Yeah.
I love that series.
They used
great.
the actual clip of Jim Rice starting the fight between Reggie Jackson and Billy Martin in the dugout at Fenway because he check-swinged the ball to shallow right, and he hustled a double out of it. Jim Rice did. And he was standing on second base when that all happened, when Billy went out to the mound and took Reggie out of the game and they fought in the dugout. He had no recollection of that play. And he got mad at me for bringing it up. He says, see, you would remember that because you're in the media and you guys think about that all the time. For me, it was just a job. I'd rather watch golf. And then he said a few other things like CSI, and I couldn't believe it. Yeah. I'm like, this is my childhood hero right here, baseball, you know, the Yankees, Red Sox. He says, the only thing I remember of the Red Sox Yankees is Lupinell sticking his hand out and making that catch right there.
And I hate to say it, John, but he's stealing money from Destin because he doesn't tell you anything you don't already know. You know, he does it.
He's just being Jim Rice. I agree with you. He's just being Jim Rice, you know.
Most of those guys don't tell you a whole lot.
No, we're paying homage to Jim Rice every time he's on there. And I do get a kick out of him talking about the fragility of some of today's players because he put in some 160. He did 163 games, I think, in that 78 season.
I think that was a key in 1978 is he got hurt, didn't he? He was not able to play.
No, it was 75. Yeah,
75.
That was a huge key in that year.
That was a key because he and Lynn, the Goldust twins is what they called them when they came up.
Exactly. That was a huge blow when he went down because that was part of their formula for domination. And then the Big Red Machine was able to overtake him in the end.
7-game series, classic World Series.
The 2-1 pitch, fisted back to the screen.
I didn't know if it was going to hit him or if he was going to foul it off.
Ethan LaRochelle was grounded out twice.
So there is a woman who is getting foul balls over to our right, up in the corner, going after them and keeping them and taking off.
Really?
Yes. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch.
Oh, they go for about
$9
each, I think. 10 maybe. Those are A100s, right, Tom? You know the kind of balls they use, don't you?
Oh, of course. Backwards.
A1010s. They're A1010s in Wilsons in high school baseball, and they fly.
Well, they're AWOL right now.
Yeah. That's the new model number. Pop up to end the inning with the AWOL model Wilson baseball for out number 3. And another good job of pitching.
Excellent job.
By Brandon Mativier. Keeping Bedford
See what he's doing is he's pitching to contact. He's not afraid.
Yeah.
He's got a sharp, quick delivery. He's got Bedford off balance with it a little bit, and he works quickly.
Yes. Formula for success there from Mativier.
And Meany pitched well. He just had 3 hitters who got to him. I mean, three at bats, 4 at bats, I think. He gave up, to the number 2 hitter for Bedford, the double, who's 3 for 3.
Yeah, 3 for 3. It'll be interesting to see what kind of a day Giuliano ends up with because he's going to get to bat in the top of the 7th.
All right, but the double in the second didn't do any damage.
No, he was stranded there.
And the single in the 4th didn't do any damage. The one guy who's hurt him is Fletcher.
Yeah.
Fletcher and the hitter, the number 3 hitter in the lineup.
Fletcher with 2 of the 3 RBIs. Yep. One on a ground out, one of a A very sky-high homer to right.
Yeah, Kaplow with the big double. You know, Kaplow with the double, Fletcher with the home run. Those two are really the only times that Bedford has really been able to flex its muscle. You know, giving up, a leadoff walk didn't help either to start the game. So, but let's see. I mean, BG's running out. 6 outs away. They're running out of outs.
So Zach Fletcher has won the battle so far against Kyle Levine.
Yeah, the problem is you got Levine up with nobody out on, and that's. But you're hoping he can hit his way on.
Levine has been caught looking and popped to second. We're looking at a 1-0 pitch here from Zach Fletcher to start things in the bottom of the 6th inning. 2 balls and no strikes.
Interesting to see how Fletcher pitches him with no one on base. And now he's, down in the count. Levine is ahead in the count.
I'm going to guess he's going to try to hit the spot, the fastball on the outside. No, boy, that was a good pitch to hit.
Came right at him. Levine knows it, and just a little late on it because he wasn't expecting a good pitch to hit.
Looked like might have been a mislocation there by Fletcher because the catcher was set up on the outside corner, and that looked like middle. And fortunately for Bedford, Levine fouls it back. Hit a great hack at that pitch. The 2-1. Big swing, and he cues it to the first base dugout. So Fletcher challenging Levine, no question. Not willing to walk him there after it went 2-0. Levine had 2 big swings at it, and now Levine might try something tricky here. Might try for some location. Levine trying to pound one, but also wants to get on base here. His team's down 3-0 in the bottom of the 6th. BG running out of at-bats. Ball 3.
I was surprised. I thought
Me too.
I was expecting the arm to come up.
Yep. If that was off the plate, it was an inch, according to this umpire's strike zone this afternoon. Zach Fletcher pitches, and it is a ball low. A good take there. Not easy to take. That was a strike for about 50 feet, and then it died. And
Fletcher's mistake in that was he just tried to be too cute to start the at-bat. Just go right at Levine. There's no one on base. If he hits a hit, he gets a hit. He's the best hitter you're going to have to face.
Now he's Aiden Meany. Struck out, flied out. Sun making its reappearance here at Holman Stadium. Very bright. That pitch seemed to be in the same spot that we just saw.
Didn't it?
Maybe even more inside.
Not the same spot we just saw, but this,
two pitches ago.
You're right.
The 0-1 count now on Aiden Meany. The pitch.
Levine's not going to run.
Very
now
high.
Let's see what the sun does here, John.
Nice. It's above it, though, and it's an out on the pop-up. The angle is key there on that sun field. If it goes straight up like that, you have a better shot than if it's matching the shadow. So 1 out, and as Meany pops out, it's Hayden Shattuck. Been victimized twice. Strikeouts caught looking. That's a strike. That's where I'm swinging on the first pitch after I've taken called third strikes.
I think what they're trying to do is wait Fletcher out, get him out of the game, throwing so many pitches, but it's not working.
Fletcher's 0-1, roundhouse curve, strike 2.
Oh, boy.
And now Hayden Shattuck in the position he doesn't want to be in, on the cusp of striking out 3 times in the game. And Fletcher working with a big zone. The 0-2 pitch on the way. Nope, he's going to step off and reload. Levine doesn't even move over there at third. Kind of risky. Some of these lefties can throw from the hip.
Try to bust him up and in, John? That's what he does.
He tried to bust him in, and he wanted the call, Tom.
Yeah, he sure did. Boy, he walks away, snaps the ball back, and walks away.
I feel like he's gotten that call a couple
I
times
bet
in this
if he
game.
puts it there again, it's going to be a strike.
There goes the runner. Oh, and an ill-advised swing there by Shattuck.
So Levine goes to second.
It's 2 outs.
Shattuck with a half swing that just could not hold up.
So Dominic Monaco, who has been successful against Zach Fletcher so far today, single walk. The pitch, that's low and away.
The single was a bloop hit that, right in front of the shortstop that was
that's right.
It was not playable. It was, it was going to be a hit.
Yeah. Forgot that. There's a strike on the outside corner. Dominic Monaco, left-handed hitting, first baseman for the Cardinals.
Well, Levine will be trying to score on a base hit.
That's a tough call right there. That is a tough call if you're a batter.
Goodness, what do? You can't hit it.
No, it starts on the corner and breaks off the plate, and it's a strike.
Fastball coming up here, I think.
The 1-2 pitch on the way.
Punch-out type pitch. Nope. Curveball, wanted the same type of call.
Yeah, that's inconsistent right there. You got to punch him out if you're going to call the previous one a strike.
I was just going to say, I know it.
2-2. Hate to say it.
Well,
I don't like to be a chirper.
No, and I'll tell you about why that pitch should have been thrown in a second.
The 2-2, and wisely swinging it down.
You know that's the way it is in this game.
Yeah.
With those two pitches, same location, one's going to be a strike, one's going to be a ball. That's the way the umpires worked. So if you know that and realize that, then you don't throw it again right away.
Oh, I get you.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Curveball. Took something off it.
The second baseman couldn't see it, but the first baseman's on it.
Yep, and that's
why.
the way to play it.
Yep. So 2 pop-ups in the inning and a strikeout, and that is how Bedford goes down in the 6th. Still a shutout being spun by Zach Fletcher. To the top of the 7th we go. For me, the suspense lies in will Ryan Giuliano go 4 for 4. He has singled, doubled, and singled in 3 trips tonight. He's due up second in this inning. After Michael Pratt. And Evan Kaplow is due to hit. He's got a double in this game.
Bright sunshine right now at Holman Stadium.
We're on tap for some golf, lacrosse. Why did I say golf?
I don't know, John.
Wow, where'd that come from?
I have no idea.
I have no idea why I said that. Lacrosse tomorrow. Doubleheader. I don't play golf, and I haven't watched it in about a week. I don't know where that came from.
That game, the girls against Bedford, that's a big game. That'll be a 3 o'clock game. Battle of unbeatens.
Nice.
The boys, that'll be a game similar to what we may have seen with Pinkerton and what we didn't see but saw the scores with Exeter. It'll be Girton facing the next level of competition that's very good but not on their same level, and that's our 7 o'clock game. But you never know. But the girls' game, I think that's a key. It's a key for the Cardinals. That'll be, and the Bulldogs both have played very well this year, and they're both unbeaten.
We have a start time on that?
And it should be fun. I believe Bedford's still unbeaten. I think they are. 3 o'clock tomorrow.
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock and 7 o'clock.
Michael Pratt scored the first run of the game with a leadoff walk, and it may be the winning run at this point, depending on what BG does in their last scheduled at bat.
Well, the job right now by the TVer is to just keep the train rolling here and keep Bedford
right where they are
off the board, up 3-0.
Nice scoop by Kyle Levine.
Unfortunately, he's down 3-0 leadoff hitter.
Trying to stretch out and throw some strikes here to Pratt, who's in the driver's seat, up 3-0. The pitch. That's a strike. Certainly looked like Brandon didn't take too much off of that pitch either. 3-1 now the count. He'll probably try to throw the exact same pitch again. Doesn't get the call.
Oh.
So a 5-pitch walk issued to Michael Pratt. And here is Evan Kaplow.
Yeah, that was Giuliano.
Oh, that was Giuliano. So he didn't get his 4th hit.
No, but he got on base 4 times.
Yeah, nice job. Apologies, it was Ryan Pratt
So
made the last out last inning.
We'll see right now with Kaplow, who has hit that double in the 1st inning, grounded out, and then flew out to center. We'll see if the hit and run is on. I would imagine the hit and run is going to be on. He's made contact. So I think the runner's going to be moving around here. Tivier is going to watch him.
Bunts it right to me.
Yes, exactly.
Didn't quite have the juice, but it was online, I'll tell you that.
Well, you get your number 3 hitter up who's hit a couple balls a long way. You don't know about that.
You don't see that a lot.
No.
You do not see that much.
No.
The 0-1 pitch is on the way. It's where some of these sluggers, they learn just enough about bunting to foul balls off so they can stay up there. And oh, that's a quality bunt right there, and a sack. So Kaplow does his job, perfect execution.
Yeah,
and
now Fletcher comes up with the runner in scoring position, so I can see that, but at the same time, I don't know. I'd give my number 3 hitter a chance to swing away. But they had a conversation before the at-bat, so obviously he was told he was going to bunt.
Now first base is empty, Tom.
And they're going to walk him.
There you go. That's what happens. You took the bat out of your home run hitter's hands.
Yeah, exactly. I think the hit and run would have been more appropriate for that at-bat previously.
I'll tell you what, that would happen in the major leagues all the time if the third batter bunted.
Sure. No doubt about it.
That doesn't happen.
No.
First and second and 1 out. And here is Austin Bequeath, who reached the center field track with his triple back in the 3rd inning. He's 1 for 2 with a walk.
I mean, it's no, you walk Fletcher to get to Bequeath. There's no prize either way.
Yeah.
Nice
That's
pitch.
low.
Ooh, that was low, but low when the catcher caught the ball. What about crossing the plate?
I agree.
Jeez. Tough umpire. You see, now he's overthrown.
Yep. Pressure's on Brandon Mativier after 2 really nice innings.
That'll be big if Girton can get out of this. That would give him a little bit of momentum going into the bottom of the 7th.
That's down, the umpire said. 3 balls and 1 strike.
Oh, now you got to be really careful. You got a good hitter up. You're down 3-1 in the count.
Well, here's hoping for BG that it's a 1-hopper at Luke Anderson, the shortstop. BG needs a double play to get out of it, and they're not going to get it. Instead, it's a walk. Bases full for Armand Rollo.
And Rollo struck out twice. So
yeah.
Now they're going to go out and talk. There's no one warming up, so Mativier is going to be your guy unless it's somebody from the field coming in to pitch.
Right.
We are in the top of the 7th, 3-0 in favor of the Bedford Bulldogs. All the people in Bedford watching this, we welcome you. You've got a good baseball team there, that's for sure, but you all knew that anyway, right? It's been a good baseball program at Bedford ever since they opened up.
Bedford chance to add to their 3-0 lead, and taking it high, Armand Rollo has lined out to the second baseman, robbed of a hit, and struck out a couple times.
Got Painter's coming out, and Painter, by habit, looked down to the bullpen and realized, I don't have anybody warming up. So
I missed that, did he?
Yeah, he did. He looked over that way. But we may get some activity, although I don't know. They've only
strategy session here on the mound between the coach and his battery.
Looks like you get your bullpen catcher going out there, but I haven't seen another player join him out of the dugout yet.
Yeah, I would imagine somebody's going to follow him out there. But right now, Brandon Metivier's got his hands
And
full.
there he is.
Foul straight back to the screen.
So you got your pitcher, you got your bullpen catcher, and you got your backup guy to make sure that nobody gets by the catcher so the ball doesn't go on the field.
Right.
The whole crew is out there now. Tivier now even in the count, 1-1 with the foul ball.
It's Colin Toohey.
His off-speed pitch isn't snapping anymore, and that means he's a little tired.
Yeah, this could be his last batter. Colin Toohey is warming up for BG in the bullpen.
You got to get Toohey pretty quickly. He's soft tossing right now.
3-1, and so Rollo in the driver's seat here. Lined out to second when he made that hard contact earlier in the game, so he can't hit it to the right side.
Well, you know what? You're up 3-1 unless you get a real fat pitch. I'm taking it. You got a fat pitch.
Yeah. Little tied up on it.
Well, you know what?
He's got that inside-out swing.
Yeah, he does. And as a hitter, though, you haven't swung the bat in a couple of pitches. So
yeah.
You're probably a little late. Got to be a little late.
I think Kyle Levine's aware of that. He likes it away, so he's heading up inside, as you can see. The pitch.
No.
And he almost hits him with it. And he's
said,
going to come to the plate, but that's a walk.
That's a walk. But when you said inside, I go, no, because he doesn't have the control.
The control, yeah.
Yep,
So Ryan Giuliano scores, and it is a 4-0 lead for the Cardinals. As Toohey warms up, he has not had enough time to really get warm out there. So looks like Metivier's is going to be facing T.J. Crowley.
He swing?
He called it a swing. I'm telling you, anything that.
Well, he pointed down to the other umpire to make that call, I believe.
No, he was just the arm coming up for the strike indication. Right. He's not asking for any help.
No, you're right.
Yeah, strike two. Quickly, Brandon Metivier trying to reach down deep and come up with an out here.
Set up outside to the waste pitch at 1-2. I would have just let him. See, you know, I don't like that, and I'll tell you why after this pitch.
Tom, you can tell us now.
You got a pitcher who has had control problems, and all of a sudden he throws 2 straight strikes, right?
Yeah.
So why take him out of that rhythm?
Right.
You know? It's too fragile.
Right.
Does it again.
Case
you
in
know?
point.
Exactly. You know, have him keep throwing the ball over the plate. You got him in the habit of 0-2, and now you got him in the habit of trying to put the ball where the hitter might not be able to hit it.
Wrap to center. It's going to get down for at least 1 run. They're going to wave the home run from second. Throw to the plate, not in time. A 2-run single off the bat of T.J. Crowley as he capitalizes on the 2-2 fastball down the middle.
I still think you put yourself in that hole when you get the 2 balls on the outer part of the plate because that told Crowley he's going to be coming fastball now.
Yeah.
You know?
Silas Forcier, the batter. It is a 6-0 Bedford lead. They have put 3 runs across here in the top of the 7th. 3 insurance runs. The 0-1 pitch is on the way to Forcier. Strike. 0-2. Still only 1 out in the inning. The Cardinals still in the market for a double play. Just misses, down and in. Silas Forcier, the catcher for Bedford, is a senior. Grounded to the hole and through. They're going to hold the runner at third. Yep. Good strong throw from left field, too.
And that should be it. Scott Painter's going to come out. Metivier's out. I might have taken Metivier out right away after that leadoff walk.
Got to agree with you,
You know,
Tom. Yep.
tired.
It just wasn't there, and it ends up
you
being.
Tell it wasn't there.
Yeah,
and,
1, 2, 3, 4. Well, one of the walks was intentional.
I think the sacrifice kind of clouded things. It made you feel, okay, he can probably get out of this, and just wasn't able to do it. So we have a pitching change as Tui comes in a 6-0 game. Tough one for BG.
Colin Tui.
This was the inning you had to basically shut him down and give your team a chance. And my guess is that Fletcher will come out and pitch the 7th just to get out, just to put this one away. But you never know.
What else is going on in high school news, Tom? Anything?
Well, let's see. Well, we're in the month of May right now, and that means we've got about 3 weeks left in the season. Right now, according to what I see, all the tournament games in baseball and softball will be at the higher seed. No neutral site. In other words, Holman won't be the site of the semifinals or anything like that. So those schools will host. Lacrosse is a little different. Lacrosse, I believe they're using Bedford and another facility. Bedford and also Laconia for the lower divisions.
Fisher Cat Stadium in Manchester was always the nice prize to play the final baseball game. Right. Is that still on the table?
No. As I said, it's all
the way through.
All the way through, unless it changes. Sometimes they change it. You know.
Okay.
Sometimes the committee gets lobbied and they change it. But I think that if you don't secure the site, that's not going to happen, and it's at that point now where the sites aren't secured.
So Bedford trying to add to a 6-0 lead. Colin Tui comes into the game throwing a strike.
And I don't know what Manchester's schedule is, John. It's interesting, as Bob Lippman said when he was here on Friday, what they're doing in minor league baseball. It's basically you play the same team 6 times in a row at the one location.
Wow. And that's all kinds of trouble to right field off the bat of Forcier. At least 2 runs are going to score. Forcier's got a double as he slides in. Actually slid head first. His helmet hit the leg of Luke Anderson, but he makes it to the bag. A 2-run double, and it is an 8-0 Bedford lead here in the top of the 7th.
Actually, that wasn't Forcier. That was the number 9.
Was that La Rochelle?
Yeah, La Rochelle, yep.
I thought they said 2s, but it must have been. Okay.
So he drives in 2, and it's 8-0.
So this is Pratt now?
Yep.
Okay. You're right, La Rochelle. What big hit. Big hit.
Bedford is now sent 9 to the plate. This is the 9th hitter.
Oh, you're right. There was a walk to Forcier. He knocks it down. He's going to go home, and he's going to get the runner.
Yep.
So helping himself out there. Colin Tui makes the play. Cuts down the lead run. And it's still 8-0. Now 2 out.
Your man Giuliano's up, so he can still get his 4th hit, I believe, right? Yep.
Yeah, he could.
Giuliano could still get his 4th hit, first and second.
That's a good day when you can get up 5 times in a 7-inning game.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, well, it's an 8-0 game for you.
Big swing by Giuliano. Just going for the one of the 2 legs of the cycle that he doesn't have there. He's got a single and a double, 2 singles and a double. Pitch. Very high to right. It's actually going to be fair ball inside the line and out number 3.
Yeah, Shattuck's a good fielder.
Yep.
Defer to him, let him make the play, and he does, and that'll do it for the Bulldogs probably in this game.
Yeah. So they bat around, and they have 8 runs going into the bottom of the 7th, and we'll see if Tom's analysis that it is at least a 7-run lead.
Now let's see if Fletcher comes back out.
He's got his. Looks like he's going to third base. Is that him in the infield?
No, that's not him.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I don't believe so. Might be. It didn't seem to be when I saw the number. It's 17, so. Now, Billy Chapman is making some changes, so we could have a new pitcher.
That's T.J. Crowley at third. It is a new pitcher.
Yep.
Yeah. So Zach Fletcher goes 6 innings. Tom, you probably have the precise stats on his performance. It was impressive.
Well, he went 6 innings, and he struck out, I believe, 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4,
8,
5, 6. I got 7. 1. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 8. You're right.
Yeah.
Struck out 8 and allowed 1,
2, 3 hits.
And I have 2 hits.
Okay. I gave Dominic Monaco a hit on that little bloop.
That's right, infield hit. Yep, you're right. 3 hits.
Max Reardon, yeah.
Yeah, it was a bloop hit that the shortstop was behind the shortstop. He could not make the play.
All singles.
Yeah, all singles, and
he hit a home run.
Hit a home
Other
run.
than that, he didn't do anything.
And issued 3 walks and hit a batter.
So Zach Fletcher out of the game. 8-0. Bedford leads it as we play the bottom of the 7th. So right-handed pitcher for Bedford. Is it number 3? Is it?
It is number 3.
Yeah, Ryan Giuliano.
Giuliano, your guy.
Yeah.
Guy's on the mound.
Yep. Hitting star today for Bedford. On base 4 times. Trying to finish it up. 2 balls and no strikes. That's a big miss there. So this will be.
Yeah,
this will be 100%.
This
taking
is,
all the way.
This is called, I'm not loose yet, and I'm in the game.
Oh, well, from the pitcher standpoint,
right,
yeah.
Exactly.
But I was just joking that if you ever took a swing
I'm
down
3-0, down
8-0.
Down 8-0.
Yeah, for a guy that just came in the game and hasn't thrown a strike yet,
that's
you'd be off the team.
It's a no-no.
Very hard and deep to left center, and it's going to be in there for extra bases. Beautifully struck. Max Reardon, designated hitter, going deep to the left center field gap. He expected a cookie on 3-1. He got it, and he didn't miss it. And here is Brandon Mativier. Now the pitcher in the game, getting to bat in the bottom of the 7th. BG trying not to get shut out here. Down 8-0. First things first. Trying to score that first run, that elusive first run after a very frustrating day offensively. Back to the top of the order. After Mativier, it'll be Cam Thibault on deck. That one misses outside. So Ryan Giuliano, who is listed as a middle infielder and a pitcher. Junior. Trying to come up with an out. There's a strike. 2-1.
Has to throw strikes to come up with those outs.
The pitch. It's low. If there's one place where the umpire is stingy, it's low.
Yes, no, you're right. He does not give you the strike down. The pitch is down.
The 3-1. Very far out of play, but it's still just strike 2. Three balls, 2 strikes, nobody out, bottom of the 7th. VG trails 8-0. Leadoff man aboard by way of a double. Ground ball deflected off the pitcher. Recovering and showing off that arm. What a throw.
Wow, that's a great throw because you had speed in Mativier on the bases. So
that would be
1-6-3. You have the runner advancing to third base. One out.
Yeah.
Gurton with a chance to get a run in. Great throw. Because Mativier can run.
Yeah. Batting ninth, but lead off speed, and he got clipped there at the end. No argument. 1-0. Up and away, 2-0. It's been a bit of a struggle for Giuliano to throw strikes here since coming in the game.
Yeah, he's fallen behind every hitter, 2-0.
You knew that was going to be called a strike.
Oh, my goodness. Boy. But don't throw it in the same spot this time, because it won't be.
Funny.
It'll change.
Let's see. 2-1. Looks like he's asking for it there. That was down the middle. It's going to be a base hit to right.
And a run scores.
Had to go the full 90 feet, I'll tell you what,
Yeah,
Tom.
yeah.
You know, but he makes it. So after the leadoff double.
So Cam Tebow with an RBI hit.
Max Reardon scores the first run of the game for the Cardinals. D-ball with the RBI single, only the fourth hit of the game for, actually fifth hit, 2 in this inning, for BG. And here's Jake Mitchell. Be nice to see the 2, 3, 4 hitters all get a whack here. There is 1 out in the 7th. It was a 3-0 game for a lot of this contest, but then BG blew it open with 5 in the top. Bedford, excuse me. Bedford with 5 in the top of the 7th. And changed the complexion of the game. That meant that Zach Fletcher left.
And what do you know? The count on Mitchell?
2-0.
Right. 4th straight hitter.
He tried to groove it, but he missed down and in, and it's 3 balls and no strikes. And again, because of the score being the way it is,
there is no reason
to swing,
to not do anything except put the ball down the middle of the plate when you got an 8-0 lead. I don't know what your guy Giuliano is trying to do there.
Yep.
That should be that pitch every single time.
Yep, and somebody in the crowd said the same thing. So
yep.
I think everybody in the ballpark knows that Jake Mitchell's about to get a BP fastball here, and he hopes he can square it up. He tried.
Yeah,
but
because the problem is that Giuliano can't get his off-speed stuff or his movement pitches over the plate. He's basically got to throw the straight fastball for strikes.
Yeah.
He hasn't been able to get any breaking pitches over the plate. And you know what? There's no reason for him to be throwing breaking pitches in this situation. Up 8-1.
The 3-2.
Got him.
In the dirt, fouled.
Oh, did he get a piece of that? My.
And it would have been ball 4, I believe, even with the big zone.
Well, it would have been if he had to swung.
Yeah. So, fortunate to still be up there. Jake did get a piece.
That's a good piece of hitting by Mitchell just to get a piece of that.
And clearly, Giuliano trying to groove it to him. 3-2. Misses badly.
Not that way. He knows it. And Billy Chapman's going to come out and talk. And I'd like to go down to Billy Chapman and say, just why didn't you have Fletcher pitch one more inning?
Well, you already explained it to us why.
Yeah, 8-0, I know.
Yeah, you said if it was a 3-0 game.
3-0 game, he'd stay. And if it wasn't, he'd.
I was all for keeping it a 3-0 game and seeing if BG could get those 3 runs, but Bedford had other ideas with that big crooked number in the 7th.
And they got nobody warming up either. It's BG put. They were down 8-1 on Saturday night, and they rallied to get to within 2. 8-6 is the final score there.
Yeah.
So let's see what the Cardinals can do here.
7 runs is a big cushion, though.
Yeah.
Even back-to-back homers here would only get them within 3.
We got a pinch runner coming in. Mitchell is out.
So, pinch runner in the game for the Cardinals. That is Luke Kouskalakos at first. Pitch. Strike called after that little chat with the coach. Ryan Giuliano throws a pitcher's pitch right on the outside corner. The 0-1 is on the way. That's a
almost. Oh,
into right field.
E2, and it's going to be second.
No reason
third.
to try to score on that.
No reason to try to score on that.
No.
Now they're throwing it around. 2 throwing errors.
Yeah.
There was no reason to throw it towards the catcher
No.
and the whole bit.
And I'll say too on
and
that.
You know what? This is again. You know, your whole defense is out of rhythm because
Yeah.
your pitcher's throwing balls, and
Yeah.
you're 0-1 with a good fastball, and he goes to the off speed again. Stay away from the off speed. Throw fastballs, and you'll get out of here a lot quicker. And we will too.
Yeah. I'd say 19 out of 20 times on a play like that, you do want to score. You want the guy in third to score. This is one instance where there's no reason to even score on that. It's like you need 6 runs, and if there's any chance you might get thrown out at the plate, even if it's really, really small, you don't need to go on that. Ground ball towards the pitcher. He'll throw to first for out number 2. And so Bedford 1 out away from securing victory here at Holman.
And they'll have to face the best hitter.
Yep. And I would expect that at some point, Kyle Levine will get a pitch to hit in this at-bat without any real trickery, and we'll see how far it goes. Lambalot just got tied up by that pitch.
Sure did.
And huge cut, foul back. There's such a thing as a pitch that's such a meatball that you actually
Just
alter your swing a little bit. You
Yeah,
overswing. You
you
kind
overswing.
of
Just
drop
over-
your back shoulder.
Just over anxious.
Yeah. The 0-1 pitch is on the way. Ground ball right side, weakly hit, and this will do it. Bedford takes it 8-2. First of 2 straight games between these two teams, Tom.
And John Collins, I enjoy seeing you so much. I'll see you almost for half the day tomorrow. How about that?
Oh, you reminded me. All right, lacrosse is on tap for tomorrow. Thanks to our Bedford viewers on BCTV for joining us. Thanks to our Nashua ETV viewers, as always. For Tom King and my cameraman, Tim O'Neill, I'm John Collins. Thanking you for watching the Bedford Bulldogs 8 and the Bishop Girton Cardinals 2. Good afternoon and good evening from Holman Stadium.